everyone. Welcome back to the Knitting Place podcast. My name is Dina. You can find me at the Knitting Place on Instagram, Ravelry, and Facebook.
I am Pam Sapp on Instagram and Ravelry, and Pam Sapienza on Facebook. And this is Podcast We Think 259.
Yes. Please don't forget to subscribe, hit like, hype.
There you go. Whatever you want to do.
Get notifications, tell your friends, and
exactly.
they could tell two friends, and so forth.
So we're right in the throes of winter now, Dinah. We've had, do you know, they said we had 4 inches of snow this weekend.
Can I tell you?
A couple of, an inch here, 2 inches there, like that.
We landed last night. I was very fortunate. So I was in Israel visiting my mother-in-law. It was her birthday.
Oh, that's nice.
So we had a fun, beautiful visit. Short but sweet, to the point, as they say. We landed and it's snowing. Wake up this morning.
Oh, yeah, right.
There's snow all over, my backyard, the trees, the sun. I swear, I looked out the window and I felt like I was on the top of a summit.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, we're walking along the beach in Israel, and it's like such a contrast to what's
going on over here.
Yes.
I know, and this week is supposed to be very cold.
60 degrees and sunny there.
Yeah, well, early last week it was on the warm, everything's relative. It was more temperate for the winter, but then it got cooler, like Thursday and Friday. But it's supposed to be very cool the rest of the week.
Yeah.
On the cold side.
It's definitely freezing.
The ladies at Knitting on Thursday were saying, okay, we can take out those sweaters that we can only wear when it's cold out.
Take out the bulkies, for sure.
Exactly. So take out all your knitwear if you live in a cooler area, right? Mm-hmm. So how was your week, Dinah? Did you have fun visiting your mother-in-law?
We had a lot of fun. It was really nice. We did have a bummer. She was, I think I have mohair.
Oh, yeah, you said she was sick.
She was sick. She had pneumonia and bronchitis.
Oof. Was she getting better when you left?
Mm-hmm. They went to the doctor.
She was getting better? Yeah, good.
They went to the doctor, you take, what's that thing? It takes your heartbeat, oxygen levels?
That thing on your finger. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is it oxygen?
Yeah.
Her numbers were increasing. The last day was perfect.
Oh, good.
So definitely getting better, but the fatigue, she's tired in the chair.
Of course.
One day, I think it was our last day, we're thinking, okay, every day as the days progress, she's going to be better. But Saturday, she slept the entire day.
Really?
In and out of dozing on the
really?
On the lazy boy chair at Lisa's house. So that was a bit of a she is. Fatigue is one of the symptoms.
That's exactly right. And you're not going to be better unless you rest, And I hate to say it, the older you get, the longer it takes.
Yeah. She had the wind knocked out of her.
Yeah.
It's definitely tough. And, it's sad. It's hard to see someone suffer like that.
Of course,
She was weeping because she felt bad that, the whole time that we were there, she was sick.
Didn't feel well. But I'm sure your visit, made her feel better. Other than she would have been if you weren't there.
I remember visiting Rose. And by the way, a week ago.
Yes, it was her anniversary.
It was her birthday, her heavenly birthday.
When did she pass? What day? Was it? It was after her birthday, right? Or was it before her birthday? She passed in January, didn't she?
No, she just had her birthday.
But she passed after in January. But it was in January that she passed. We have to look it up. I've got it at home.
I don't think
I've got it on the card that her daughter sent.
I don't think it was January, but I could be wrong. No.
We'll figure it out.
Anyway, so
she's missed whatever it is. She's missed.
But I remember when I went to visit Rose in Florida, Frankie, Rhea's husband, would say, Dinah, you're like, each visit, you're like a booster shot.
Right. Because
it goes a long way.
It does. It does. Well, yeah. Well,
so I'm hoping that our visit was a booster shot and she'll get better quickly.
Who was it? You and I, was it before you went last week? We were talking about something Joan would say. You were steaming something in the back. And we were saying what Joan would say.
Because something was
off.
Off and she would peg it.
Yeah. And you have to say, God bless Rose and Joan. They both had that
pearls of wisdom.
That's the best way you can explain it. Pearls of wisdom,
Yeah, definitely. Not pearl as in the pearl stitch.
They were very good. It was very funny.
Yeah.
But, we never did Rose's scarf this year. We have to aim for that next year.
That's not true.
Who did it? Did you do it? Where is it?
Actually, I have to finish one.
Well,
I
yeah,
finished
but
one,
we
not
didn't,
me myself.
but we didn't.
I promoted it in the shop, like
but
I
we
gave
didn't
it
write
to
the
Florence.
pattern.
Yeah, I gave it to Flo.
No, we need to write
She made
the
a second.
pattern.
Yeah, she made a second one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Our stomach's talking.
Yes, you're hungry.
I
How
am
was your
hungry,
weekend?
Actually. My weekend was fine. It was trying to think what I did. Of course, I got my nails done, and what else did I do? The usual stuff, but that's fine. I finished what I'm wearing today with this. I did some knitting. I met David and Dennis for coffee. David messaged me yesterday morning,
snow?
and he said it's a perfect day to knit because it was snowing out. And I said it is a perfect day to knit, and so we did that, and it was just a regular weekend. And always nice when I didn't have school today, so that's lovely. So you don't. It's my stomach. Hear my stomach?
I do hear it.
I've been trying to drink.
Hearing things.
What?
One customer said, "I think I hear footsteps."
Oh, I saw that. The people upstairs. You should have heard them when you were in here last week. I'm doing orders, and I hear her talking to someone. She's on the phone, and she's talking.
Heavy-footed. Whoosh.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Well, I was going to say something. I was going to say.
I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. That's okay. I'm trying to drink more water. So for me, which is a big thing because I never drink water. I'm just not a big drinker. Big water drinker.
You end up in the bathroom all day if you're drinking. Between all my drinks. Sorry.
I know, it's true. It's true.
Too many fluids.
But anyway, what else? Nothing else is going on. Usual stuff. I can't think of anything that's outstanding.
Why'd you
that's
bring up
reportable?
The water?
Well, it's just something I'm trying to do.
Good for you.
Trying to drink more water. Although I haven't done very much. So you can see today what I drank. Not too much. You have to be very mindful. You have to be very mindful. I made a loaf of bread. I did that. What else did I do? That's really about it. Didn't do too much, which is good. Not too crazy.
Good.
Nothing new to report. I was going to go visit Audrey, but then it was snowing, and I said, you know what? I don't feel like dealing with it, which was just as well.
Excuse me, I have the hiccups. Yeah, traveling around. Sophie said, I'm going to pick you up. And then I'm thinking, oh, goodness, I hope she's going to be okay. When it's just
what time
fresh
did she
snow.
pick you up? What time is it?
She must have left the house around 8:30.
Right, yeah, it started snowing.
It's snowing. Like it's in full...
When I left David, it was like, it was snowing. And he said it's supposed to be snowing. It's supposed to snow tonight, is what he said to me. But it was like a very kind of a light snow, but it was sticking.
I texted her landed, and that's when she was leaving. Because by the time you deplane, passport control...
Right. You have to
customs, get your luggage.
Yeah,
it's usually the amount of time, right? But then I'm thinking, oh goodness,
what airport were you at?
JFK.
Well, how did she pick you up? She couldn't pick you up. She had to go to Howard Beach. Where did she pick you up?
She picked us up at JFK.
I know, but
Belt Parkway, I think.
I understand, but she couldn't go right up to the Delta terminal, could she? Because they're under
4.
construction over there, is what I'm saying.
She was there.
Oh,
we didn't. Yeah, we didn't. Like if we were to Uber, you'd have to take a shuttle to go to a special parking lot. That's the way they're doing it now.
Right, exactly. You have to go to that's Howard Beach. That's why I'm saying that. That's Howard Beach.
No, she didn't pick us up there. She was able to come to the terminal, which was very good.
Because going to that area is ridiculous.
The traffic police kept saying, "Move it, move
it."
You're not allowed to sit at the airport when you're waiting for passengers.
Well, now they, as I said, I don't know, but they've changed. Maybe it was JetBlue. I don't know what it was, but we had to walk to the air train and take the air train to Howard Beach. And I took a car service to the airport, and he said, if you're taking a car service back and you call us, we're going to pick you up in Howard Beach.
That's right.
Because they're fining very heavily car services and taxis because they do not let them go to the terminal.
So
they
I think
have
this
to go
was
to Howard Beach.
Because it was private. Maybe that's why.
What it was, yeah.
But Sophie kept texting, hurry up.
So she got there before you got out.
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
can you imagine?
I did notice this weekend that town was very light because it was a long weekend and people probably went away. So, which is I never mind that.
Less congested.
Less congestion, anyway. So go ahead, Dina. What else is doing?
Nothing. I have some FOs. I'm very happy.
Good.
We are twinning. I finished my Diamante shawl.
Yep. From SweaterFreak.
Yes.
Mosaic knitting.
Mosaic knitting. It worked out beautifully.
We can kill two birds with one stone. We'll just talk about them at the same time.
You
It's
finished
my
yours.
FO too.
It's great. Believe it or not, we're wearing two different colors.
Yeah.
Mine is black with a tweedy gray, and I love the way it, I guess you could say, compliments.
There you go. Well,
If I'm going to say compliment my gray hair, I don't know. I was just totally loving Jenny's, and
yeah.
I'm happy to have this done.
There you go.
It's been a whip in my bag since October.
Exactly. Well, really,
Done.
actually, it's not too bad when you stop and think about it. This is olive. I used an olive color with I don't know, it's a beige. It's not as white. It's like a
No, it's a
sand.
warmer color.
Yeah. And you can't see my pants, but my pants are olive today.
She's very coordinated. I'm not wearing white pants, but I am wearing a black sweater.
There you go. There you
funny.
go. And those are our FOs. Oh, and I will say,
I have another FO.
though,
Yes.
that we used the Art Yarns
Oh, yeah,
Merino
what we
Cloud,
used.
one skein of each, and I did weigh it.
Yeah, we had leftover. I was shocked.
Yes, there were 37 grams left out of 100 on the olive, and there were
More.
about 29
Yeah, less
grams
on the
left
lighter.
on the lighter
The
color.
lighter color is the main color. I thought it would be even, but it's not.
No, it's not. So I could figure it out. I have to put it on my Ravelry page. It's 437 yards, so it's like maybe a little more than 60% of one and a little more than 70% of the other. I'll figure it out and put it on my Ravelry page.
Yeah.
But anyway, so there you go. That's all I wanted to say.
No, it's a good thing that you said that. It's funny because as I was knitting, I'm like, oh my God, am I going to make it? You know,
Right.
as you go, you start decreasing and you're looking at the ball and it's getting smaller.
Right.
But what's happening is you're actually getting smaller in
The
the
piece is
shawl.
getting smaller too, right?
Yes.
Right.
So I'm very grateful to have that done.
What else do you have? You have another FO?
I do have another FO. This is my sparkler hat. I'm showing it to you because this is the FO that I made for my sister-in-law. She sent me a picture this morning. I gifted it to her. I think I finished it Saturday.
The exact color, right?
I think hers don't have the rainbows. I think
what did she, the silver?
Silver sparkle.
That's nice.
Yeah, hold on. My phone is not opening for some reason.
I find this year is the year of the hats. I mean, technically, I could make 3 more hats if I had the time and the stamina to make
It's funny.
them.
In the picture, it looks navy, but it's black.
Oh, it does look navy.
Isn't that funny?
That's funny. Well, she's enjoying it.
Yeah, she's happy.
There you go.
Blowing me a kiss. So here she's very happy wearing the hat.
Nice.
She's so cute.
That's a great picture.
So that's Lisa. So at dinner, I was handing it around, and the kids were like, "Oh my god!"
Well, see,
that
that's the
hat."
problem. You
Yeah,
know,
my niece wants one
I was
in black.
getting
again.
my nails done on Saturday, and Rosa, who I've known for like 30 some odd years, says to me, "Oh, I have to show you this." And she takes out her phone and she shows me a picture of the Cozy Bliss hat that Michelle, you know the picture we have Michelle wearing the Cozy
The white
Bliss?
one, yes.
Right.
So
And
she
one of
says,
her
"I want that hat."
one of her customers, who's not a knitter, don't ask me how she saw the picture. She would love the hat. What does that mean? So
Pam, will you make it for her customer?
she said I could. Well, I said she could buy the pattern. But she can't because she doesn't knit. Why would you buy the pattern if you don't knit? I said, Rosa, first of all, the cost of the yarn is about $60. And I said, if you're asking someone to knit it for you, what are they going to charge you to knit it for you? And she said, well, she wouldn't go over $100. I said, well, that's just the way it is. Not that I would knit it.
Right.
I'm not giving it away. I'm not knitting it.
That's like your hat. The design.
I said,
very
Rosa,
cute,
listen,
though.
the problem is a lot of people say that are non-knitters. They admire something. Can you make it for me? And they'll say, I'll pay you $50. The yarn costs more than $50. Never mind the time to make it.
Literally.
So, and again, I don't say that out of coming from a bad place. It's just not something that they're used to, obviously. We knit, so we know.
Right.
And I said, the other thing is that yarn, you could always say, well, I'll go to a box store and I'll buy cheaper yarn. But you can't get that yarn.
No. I
That's-
think we had done it. You might be able to do it with Simply Worsted.
No, but even the
fluff?
fuzz, you need the fluff. You need the fluff.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know.
I mean, I don't think Michaels sells a yarn like
Not
that.
like that.
Right. Anyway, I just thought that was interesting
just
when you
funny.
started talking about your...
But it's interesting because I know that there are people out there who will do test knitting.
Right.
And if you think of, for those of you who do test knitting, I don't know do you do it because you don't mind knitting something that's being newly released? Some people knit samples for shops, I know that, and they do it out of the goodness of their heart.
Right,
They're
right,
not
right.
expecting anything in return.
Right.
So maybe one of our viewers would be willing
To knit it for her.
to knit it for her.
Yeah, but the problem is
But
the
still
material.
she needs to pay for
she's
the
not gonna
materials.
do that. She's not gonna- It's just
it was
number
over
wise,
budget.
it doesn't work out. But that's okay.
Anyway, if anyone is interested in doing sample knitting
Test knitting
or test knitting,
or sample knitting. Sometimes you just need a sample too.
I need a sample. Yeah, let me know.
In the wrong spot. Sorry.
No worries.
Anyway, so go ahead. Do you have anything else?
That's it for FOs.
Do you have any whips?
Yeah, I have a lot of whips.
Show me some.
So, I have...
Where'd you get that bag with your name on it?
Jamie. She gifted it to me during the
sweet.
holidays.
That's
Isn't
so
that
sweet.
cute?
That's so sweet. Look at that.
Thank you, Jamie.
Dina.
And it says Yarncatect. She
Oh,
came
it
out
says
with these
something on the
names.
other thing?
Yes.
Yarncatect.
Yarncatect reconstructs what others have unraveled, one tangled row.
Oh,
at a
that's so
time.
cute. That's even
She's
better
been
than your
coming in
name.
and-
That's
yeah,
very,
it's very
cute.
cute. So
Oh, this is your Rosie.
this is my Rosie sweater.
Were you
I
able to knit on it?
didn't knit that much because I finished this and I knit the hat.
Right. No, but Diana and I had a conversation before she went about she was going to be with her family, and you're talking, and it's hard to knit on something
I didn't make
that you need
progress on
to
this one
really
that
look at
much.
directions for. So
Right.
she knew she was looking for something that she could knit
The
without
hat
yeah,
was completely
and finishing
mindless.
this
This I mostly did.
on the plane.
No, I didn't really. No, I worked on my kaleidoscope on the
Oh,
plane.
good.
This I worked on. I didn't have that much to do, and I think I basically knit this. I mean, this one you don't really need to pay that much attention.
Right.
But I did this like at night.
Yeah.
When I said I'm
Right.
turning in, and
Right.
like right
You would do
before
some
bed.
knitting. Yep.
When I'm in Israel, I'm staying up later because of the time difference.
Sure,
it's not
sure.
waking up early.
Right. I see the sleeves on that.
Yeah. So I
sleeve.
wanted to say I picked up in the round. What did I have done last week? I don't know if I had the
I
front.
think you were working on some of this. You had the back.
I
and
had
you
one
were
part of the
working, You
shoulder.
were working on some of
Right,
the neck
one
shaping.
front. So I ended up working both fronts. I picked up and worked both fronts. So for those of you who are interested in the class, you're going to learn how to pick up the stitches, cast on in the middle of the row, and then you're joining all around.
I want you to lose that stitch.
Now when you're picking up here, at a glance, I thought there were short rows here in the cap.
Oh, yeah, you said that. Yeah,
They're
no?
none,
Oh, good.
which is really nice.
So what did you do? Did you pick up the stitches?
And now I'm working.
Did
like
you
a
join
raglan
it in the
increase.
round
Yes.
as soon as you picked up the stitches?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Yes. So there's picking up
That's a
stitches.
different
and- it's
construction.
It's
Yeah,
different than we've done.
Very interesting.
And then as you could see, there's stitches identified here for like
That
a raglan
yeah.
shaping,
Yeah.
which is interesting.
Yeah,
And that's where I'm at right now.
good.
Our first class is Thursday at, I think we said 4 p.m.
I think so.
So there's still time to sign up. I apologize. I left my laptop here, so I did not make the Facebook groups. I'm gonna do that today. And our first class is tomorrow, the Crochet Cal, which is the Tidal fades. And I have it with me, but I didn't work on it. I figured I would just show
Yeah.
in class how to marl the colors.
Yeah, I was going to pay to
Yeah,
do that
no.
before the class. No.
So I'm ready for that, and I'll be ready for the Rosie class on Thursday.
Right.
Do you have any whips?
I have the cowl for Katie.
Okay.
Finally started it. And you would only knit black for someone in your family.
Someone that you love very, very much.
That's what I said to David yesterday. My daughter's
that.
lucky that I'm making this because I wouldn't be doing it for
Gorgeous.
anyone else.
Wow.
It's the
Ribbon Welt.
Rib Welt cowl from SweaterFreak. I'm using the Clinton Hill cashmere
In the DK or what's
in the DK. And what happens is I made the
beautiful.
hat. I have the hat in a sand color. Because you have a 2x2 rib and then you have the welt, you can see the welt is a little shorter, although I did block it before I joined. One modification that I made is I did make this longer before the join. She says 3 inches. When I look at the sample she's wearing, it's got to be more than 3 inches. It just looks more than 3 inches to
How
me.
far did you?
I went 4 inches.
Okay.
you know, because you want it to open up when she
Yep.
wears it, you know. And listen,
Very nice.
I could take away from the total length if I wanted to. It doesn't make a difference. It's still going to be the same height. So I joined in the round, and then I'm knitting it last night.
Love it. The cashmere feels so nice.
And I'm reading it, and of course I'm reading it off of Knit Companion, but I'm reading it off of my phone.
Okay.
And, you know,
Is
the
that a
phone is
problem?
smaller. Well, when I started the join, it's a 4-row pattern. So the thing is, you know, on the 4th row, you get to the end of the row, every 4th row you knit 2 together. And I was starting my my second repeat, and I didn't see that I was supposed to decrease.
Why do you have to decrease?
Well, she goes
it getting
from
narrow?
she loses 15 stitches going up.
Oh, it's like a slant. It's a slope.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So anyway,
it's funny because when you look at her wearing it, you
doesn't
don't
look
realize
like
it.
it,
But
right.
that's not. I love
and
that.
I said, who was going to say
It hugs the neck more.
Right. I think the
So good.
circumference at the top is about 20 inches. But anyway, so and it's, of course, it's not a big. I could drop it down and fix it. You know, it's not a big deal. But it's like black. So, but I did. I think I went down. I forget how far. Maybe.
But what's the difference if you just space it out? And
That's what I thought. That's what I said. I
one's
said
gonna
it's
know.
not a big deal. No
No,
one's going to know. So
not at
anyway,
all.
so there you go. That's the Welt cowl.
Designed by SweaterFreak.
Sweater
Jenny.
Freak. Exactly.
Okay. I'm going to show you my Kaleidoscope, which I'm super happy with. Let me know what you guys think. I decided to pick up stitches for the neckline, and I figured I would get that done. I didn't finish. I needed to do the Italian bind off, and I just
Oh yeah, you can't do
wasn't
that. You
down
can't do
for
that
that.
when you're home.
but I will show you that I actually finished the whatever many rows in the chart. I have to get a longer needle. But do you see? Does it show?
Did you do more color work since last week?
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah, it goes slow because you're increasing, and I mean this is row by row.
Oh, I
So
see.
I can't go
I see
fast.
the white raglan now.
Yeah, but it's not like
Pretty.
I don't think it's an eyesore. I
Oh,
love
no.
it.
Oh,
I love the
no. I
ivory.
think that's a nice detail.
Yeah. So this is it. That's as far as I got. I'm very pleased with it. I have more of this mohair ombre coming in to the shop.
When you say mohair ombre, is it that colorway or different colorways?
This one here. Mine sold out, so I have more. I think I have a few people who pre-ordered it, so I had to order extra, and I don't know.
Yep.
So this is it. Super happy. I noticed that when you using the mohair ombre 2-ply, because I am combining two, so it's actually 3 colors. So I'm going to likely need a second skein
Of what?
of the mohair.
Oh, you think so?
I think so. I have to check to see
Okay.
based on my length. You know how they always add extra, so I'm not really sure.
Well, the original sweater, she has the like your cream. She had her color, which I think was black, right?
Hers was black,
Black, and then she had like a
plum,
lavender,
lavender,
and
gold.
a gold.
Right.
Right.
So it was 2 colors, but I'm combining the 2 colors
Into with that
this.
one, yeah.
I mean, I can always use scrap mohair, but I
No,
do
you
like the
could,
speckle.
but that would, yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll just. I don't dial out. I don't think will matter.
I think that's even better, you know,
Right.
because it gives you a different color.
Yeah, it's so pretty.
Very nice. Dana.
It's funny when I ask my cousins or my nieces and nephews. There it is. You could really see the.
You see the pattern now.
Yeah. But when I asked them what did they see, like, because I wanted to see if they saw the motif, everyone says a butterfly, and I
Well,
could
they're
see
gonna
how
say- well,
they're
yeah.
saying that, but
Yeah,
it's
but
funny.
you know the name is Kaleidoscope,
Right,
and that looks
exactly.
like the inside of a kaleidoscope
right
when you know
but
that. Yeah.
they everyone sees butterflies.
Very
Uh-huh.
interesting.
It's interesting the way the eye
It's
goes.
interesting that when she designed the sweater, you know, there were so many colorwork sweaters, and what pattern do you design out of? That she did the kaleidoscope.
I like that.
Kaleidoscope.
I think
Very,
it's
very
unusual.
yeah.
So this design is Kaleidoscope. It's designed by Elenor Mortenson, and I'm using art yarns again, Merino Cloud, which I love, and it's paired with the 2-ply mohair. It's not ombre. It's a different technique, but that's what I'm using.
There you go.
Yeah, and if you look close, you could see the texture. Can you see
Here,
it?
give me this.
It doesn't have that much.
Okay.
You see that? There's the mohair. You see
Yeah.
the fuzz up there. And then this is not with mohair.
Very pretty.
So, thank you.
Very nice.
And of course, if you don't want mohair, you could just do it all in Merino Cloud.
You could use one of her ombre merino clouds,
Or
right?
speckle.
Or
I would do
speckle.
speckle. Ombre would be pretty because that would give you...
Yeah, that would give you the color change. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would. Could be
Like
really
that.
nice.
Like that.
Yes.
Yeah, it's very pretty.
Not the mine looks more like stained glass, but
Right.
the one that I admired changed color by row, and
Right.
ombre would be perfect.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else?
No, that's all I have.
I have one more thing. It's funny. We had done kits for the Sophie hood by Petite Knit. And I loved it once I put on Vanessa's.
Right.
And I said, I want to make one.
Right.
And the kit that I really wanted sold. Maria purchased it.
Oh, jeez.
So, of course, I go into stock to see if I have any more. The colorway is On the Rocks from Spun Right Round. I only have 2.
You need 3.
And I need 3.
Right.
So I messaged Maria. I said, Maria, based on the yardage, we can half the skein. I'll pay for it. Like I was going to refund her money on the kit. And she said, oh, don't worry about it. You know, because it's you, I'll split the skein with you. Such a doll. So I wound up her kit. And she's coming in to pick it up. And you and I made kits because we sold out.
Yeah.
So she sees all the kits on the table and she fell in love with another kit. And I said, do you want to switch it out? This way I wouldn't have to share. So we both were happy because she wanted the other kit.
It was La Boheme that went on.
Paper
that
and La
was
Boheme.
That was a very pretty one.
And then unfortunately someone bought the La Boheme online afterwards. I neglected to remove it.
Correct. I couldn't find it.
Right, because you went to ship. Somebody, an order came in online.
Yes.
You had said. And I forgot to remove it. So unfortunately, I have to call that customer.
Right.
And anyway, now I'm going to show you. This is called the Sophie hood. This was a mindless beginning. I didn't get very far, but
there you go. You got enough done.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah. It's fun.
There you go.
I think it's going to be pretty.
Dina's going to have a hood to wear.
I haven't made one yet.
What color is your coat, that fur coat you have? Like
it's
my
gold.
fur. So they're perfect with it.
Yeah.
Perfect with it.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And it'll be good.
Nice.
Petite Knit, I'm using On the Rocks from Spun Right Round. And for the mohair, I'm using Ito. And it, I should show you.
Excuse me.
So people often say, well, does that really go? Of course, it's 2 colors.
Right.
This is in the beige, family. It's not exactly a copper. It's more of a gold. But when you see the 2 knit together,
it's fine.
You can't tell at all.
No.
And I'll go close so you could see. Doesn't really show. It just gives it a nice halo.
There you go.
Which I love. And as far as the color change, didn't really change it that much.
It's like a variegated more of than a stripy.
Oh, this is a speckle.
Yeah.
That's definitely a speckled yarn. But what I'm trying to say is even though this mohair is so much lighter, it really didn't change.
Correct. It didn't change the color
that much.
Of the
hood. Overall
no,
color.
Of course.
Right.
Of course.
So that's what I mean when you see mohair concentrated in a skein, and then we often say if you take out one strand and you lay it on top of the multi.
Right. Because it's such a fine strand.
Yes. So that's it for whips. New kits?
Yeah. Well, tell them about about this.
So Tori came up in my feed. She's hosting a Creativity KAL. KAL.
Knit along.
So it's a knit along. She just designed the
Creativity Shawl.
Thank you. I can't speak.
She had
tired.
earlier done a cowl, and we had promoted that, and this is the cowl.
We've done kits for it.
We
it's
made
very
kits
cute.
for. This is very similar to the silhouette of my cable.
It's the same
thing.
Just a different
my cabled,
stitch.
what was that called? I can't remember what it's
Cityscape.
called. Cityscape, exactly. Thank you. So what she did is she's doing a knit along, creativity knit along. She designed a shawl as well.
Now she's been hand spinning yarn, if I'm not mistaken.
She has.
So it has the same vibe as your dyed in the wool spin cycle, or if you're
Any
using
of those
the
yarns.
spiral grain, or
From Earth Yarns.
There's junction fiber.
Or you may spin your own yarn.
You might be a spinner.
You might do that. But her, not only based upon that she's, she has been spinning yarn, or you could use a dyed in the wool or something like that. She's given you the option of using a fingering, a sport, a DK, and a worsted weight. So you can be creative and make your own shawl or cowl. The promotion that she's offering right now is that if you buy one of these patterns, the other one is 50% off if you'd like it. She's running this from January 25th until April 30th. I think she has a few giveaways as well.
Right.
Included in that. And she said she's making the cowl and the shawl during this time period.
Which is awesome. I should say the shawl does come in 2 sizes.
Correct.
As well as the cowl. The cowl comes in 3 sizes. So we have kits to show you. We actually made new ones because a lot of the
We replenished and
right.
made some new, right?
Right. So for the cowl kits, I should say that each kit includes 1 DK and 1 spiral grain from Earth Yarns, and that is enough to do the adult small. We didn't consider the adult large because that has a 26-inch
neck, right.
circumference, which is very open.
Right.
As I was saying earlier, like I just, Pam just mentioned that there's a little bit of a slope on Jenny's cowl. When you have your neck exposed, the wind goes in, the chill, you feel
Right.
the chill. So
And
it's
26 is a little on the larger side. Usually,
Yeah.
like if you looked at the shift,
22,
24, 23, like that, So we figured we could make it with 2 skeins, 1 and 1, if we did the
adult small,
which I think is 23 or 24, I think she is. I'm not sure in the circumference on the top neck.
Now, as far as the shawl is concerned, we went up. There's 2 sizes. We did include enough yarn for the first size, which is the small. The small being
And she's wearing the small in this picture.
a 70-inch depth, which I didn't block my
Length.
Right.
Yeah.
Excuse me, length.
Length,
And
right.
the depth for the small, I think, was 12 inches, 11 and a half.
Right.
So just to give you perspective, I did not block the shawl yet. The shawl unblocked is about 70 inches. So this is a nice size. The
Yeah.
depth, however, this is longer than almost 12 inches. This is more like 15 inches if I were to open it up.
Right.
So if you were to go, hers
little
is
bit
yeah,
less.
hers is probably like this.
So that's how we kitted the shawl. If you decided that you want the
Larger size, and the dimensions on the larger size is 90 inches in length and a 15-inch
you
depth.
would need another skein of the main color.
But I think we also, did we run short on the,
Contrast? Which
Yeah.
one? Oh, wait, go smaller. You just went here. It would be the, no.
yeah, you're 10 yards short on the smaller one.
Now, was this, you're looking in at what now? The, which one? The cowl or the shawl?
No,
You're
for the
looking at
sport
the
weight.
shawl.
The sport weight, you'd need an extra skein of each.
Mm-hmm.
So you'd have to double the kit,
Correct.
basically.
Right.
You'd have to buy 2. Now, we put up, I think we made a bunch of kits, but there's only 1 per colorway. So if you're thinking about the larger size, rather than rebuilding, just put a note.
So you need another skein of
Right,
whatever.
and if I have it, I'll be happy to
Sure.
call you.
So anyway, that's the Creativity Cal if you're interested in participating. Or just making
You
it.
can also stash dive
Yeah,
if you have enough DK or
You might have everyone,
self-striping yarn.
when they buy their dyed-in-the-wool, sometimes you'll just
customers-
buy a color because you love it and
Yes.
you've got 1 skein of it. Well, here's an opportunity to use that 1 skein.
Right. When we get new deliveries in, sometimes those new colors
Right,
drop that have
right.
never been in before. And this is
Right.
just a great way to use up
Exactly.
that stash.
So which you want to do first, the cowl?
Let's do the cowl first.
Sure. Okay, here we go. The cowl we made with DK weight yarn, as Dinah mentioned, and we used the, what do they call it? Something spiral
Grain
I think
by
I got it right. Sport from Earth Yarn. So this is the first one. This is plump.
Where's the picture of it? Let me just show them while you hold that.
This is the cowl, right?
Just so you can get an idea.
1 second. That's falling down. There you go.
This is it.
This
She's
is
showing
Yep.
you on.
Yeah, it's fine. Go ahead.
I was going to say where the gray or like this denim colorway is, that's the main color, which is the plump. And the self-striping yarn would be the
Juneberry,
Juneberry.
the Earth Yarn. So this is one way, and again, that will make the cowl. This is another way. This is
That's pretty.
Rocanante. Am I saying that right? And elderberry. That's pretty. You have a nice contrast there, so that'll look nice.
This one is ink, and we paired that with sycamore.
Oh, that's pretty.
That's very pretty.
This one is Star Scatter Solid and Magnolia. And you can see it's a little darker, not a ton of contrast, but yet very pretty.
This one is Star Scatter, and we have that paired with Sugar Pine.
That's pretty.
And if you look
I love
closely,
sugar pine.
yeah, it's got like a plum
My
in there,
favorite colors.
and it complements it very pretty. That's a pretty kit.
This is Wino Forever and the Madeline Tosh with Juneberry. I'm losing my label. There you go. That's pretty. Oop.
Just
There you
last
go.
one. Next up, I have this colorway here. It's called Silver Fox, and I have that paired with Blue Spruce.
Oh, I
It's
like
very
that
pretty.
one. That photographed nicely, that one.
That's a nice one.
This is Dubrovnik. I love Dubrovnik. It's a great color with juniper. That's very pretty.
This is gorgeous. We were able to restock this. This sold out a couple of times. This is clay with red rock. It's a beautiful complement.
This one is Cactus with Rainbow Eucalyptus. This is Cactus. It looks like it's a brown or a black.
It's like a dark green.
Very, very dark green. So
Very
that's
pretty.
a pretty one. That's kind of a moody one.
This one is Saffron and Ginkgo. Gorgeous. Quite autumnal.
And this one is IPA with sugar pine. Love that combo too. Look at that.
Very pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Last in my section, this colorway is Rose. And we paired that with Juneberry. Very soft. Ooh, excuse me, pretty in pink.
This is Ristretto and Myrtle. Love that. Hey, Diane, you can do this one. There you go.
This one here is Phantasm, and that's paired with Myrtle. Myrtle is a very soft color, but you can see if I go close, it's got a very soft, like celery green. It's a rose, like a very soft pale pink,
It's very pretty.
and then it's got the rose pink blended in there.
And this one we were able to rebuild. It's 11 dark. What is it, 11 dark? Is that what they call it? 11 dark, which
That's
is kind
gorgeous.
of purpley, right?
Yeah, it's got a purple hue.
And this is Ficus, and it just matches perfectly.
It's funny. It looks like it's a charcoal or like
Yeah.
a leopard color, but when
Right.
you go close,
You can
it's
see.
got an overlay of
Yeah,
purple.
you can see that in the thing.
It's very pretty.
Yep.
That's a gorgeous one.
And that is it on the Cowl. Those are the Cowl kits. We've replenished and we made a few new ones.
Next up is the shawl.
Which
Again,
is
it's the
this one.
same kind of silhouette as this. It starts at one point, it goes straight across the top edge, and then it'll increase to the point and then decrease out.
There you go.
So what we did here is we made kits using sport weight. So like Pam said, you have the ability to get creative when it comes to the pattern. She has fingering and sport weight as an option, as well as DK.
And of course, there were other ways we could have gone with it, but we were trying to keep it so that it would be 1 and 1.
Right.
And it wasn't multiple skeins. Although you could do that if you'd like. That's totally up to you.
I'm just trying to think. What was the yardage on the large?
It was 90 inches long versus 70. 90 inches this way and 15 deep.
Right. But what I was going to say, so we were thinking originally of using the art yarns. Now, we've been
Correct.
using art yarns a lot.
Yeah.
And you certainly can use a solid color paired with even an ombre, because the ombre
yeah,
changes
yeah.
color.
Yeah, that would be
that would
lovely.
be lovely. The
But you
problem
still
is you wouldn't
could-
get
Yeah.
too much of a color change because it's only striped out.
Yeah.
But you would still need 2 skeins because you wouldn't have enough in the
The
main
second
color.
one uses 500 and some odd yarns.
Correct. And you have
that's-
437 in the art yarns.
So again, there are many, many, many different. Sorry, I did that. Different ways you could do it. We just went with obviously.
Sport weight, 1
Right,
and 1.
right.
Again, if you'd like to have, if you'd like to make it bigger, by all means, just reach
you
out.
can. And this is Daisy and Vibe Check, I believe, right? Is that Vibe Check? Yep.
Yes,
That is Daisy and Vibe Check. Pretty is that?
super fun. This one here is Viola with Levitate. Now, Viola is like a dark blue. It's very pretty.
That's pretty.
Levitate.
This one is Lotus with Pick Your Poison. No, Cold Comfort. Sorry. Cold Comfort. Lotus and Cold Comfort. Very pretty. Very soft. Very pretty.
I like that. This one here. Now we didn't go, I mean, some of them are pop, like crazy pop, and some are blended. You'll see that we kind of did the range. This one here is called Amber, which is the solid color, and Double Trouble.
It's pretty.
Very pretty.
This one is Zinnia with Sex on the Beach. Lovely.
This one is kind of works together. It's not going to be crazy pop, but it's gorgeous. It complements it beautifully.
Love
It's
it.
Plum and Dream World. Very pretty.
Very nice. This one is Ochre with Wild Horses. That's pretty. Again, contrast, not crazy contrast, but contrast. This one is Toffee. I think that's...
Wait, I messed that up.
Oh.
I apologize.
What was it?
Hold on. Plum, it's still tonal, goes with Syringa.
Oh, I love that one.
We
Not
did
with
that.
Dream World.
Not with Dream World.
Oh,
Dream World
goes
was paired
teal,
with Hannah.
with the teal, right?
Yes.
Oh,
Both
that's gorgeous.
They're both gorgeous.
Mm.
And yes, if you want that, you can certainly make a comment. I'd be happy to switch it. But we did pair
We paired it the way Dinah's showing
that's
it
the
to
way
you
we
now.
paired it.
This
Sorry,
one
Pam.
is House Blend for the neutral lovers with Toffee. Love this one. This is right up my
That's
alley.
gorgeous.
Match my brown coat. And
Why do you think I gave it to you?
there you go. Wow, thank you. There's a method to your madness. This one is Cymbidium and why can't I remember this one?
Oh, how could you?
What is it?
Family
Jewels.
Jewels.
I keep on saying bright side. I don't know why. Family Jewels. Look at
It's
that.
similar.
So you
The
have
match.
contrast there, but yet you have colors that blend with the
And it,
Cymbidium.
yeah, it looks great.
Yep.
This one here is Primavera, which is a very soft pale peach, and we paired that with Bomboloni. That looks like an Italian
It's
rainbow
very pretty.
cookie.
I love that. It does. I love that name.
Yum.
This is Primrose with
Bomboloni.
Petrichor. And Primrose is like a gray blue. And Petrichor is a very moody color. You see, it's got blues and little rusts and brown. Very pretty color.
This one here, now look at this combination. This is Rosalie, which is this bright pink. And this is Vibe Check, which is very different than the Vibe Check we showed earlier.
With the,
Although that works, that looks Lily Pulitzer. But we went we went with this one. That one looks very good with the daisy. So this
This one is very pretty as well. This is Coral and Big Sky.
love that kit.
Very pretty.
I don't know why I love it, but
Yeah.
it just speaks to me.
I love that coral color.
It's very pretty.
Yeah.
Next up here we had Elephant, and we paired that with Dark Side. It's a pretty colorway. It's got like beautiful shades in there. Is it in focus? See the hot pink?
Yep.
It's got the like pistachio or mint green. It's got
Very
a little
pretty.
bit of yellow.
I
and
love
gray.
that one.
Yeah.
This is Wisteria and Opia. Again, a little moody on the Opia, but beautiful.
Yeah.
Nice contrast.
And this is going to have a higher contrast. This is Red Velvet
Oh, that's pretty.
with Sugar High. I feel like those names are complement one another as well as the colors. That's very pretty.
I love that red velvet
Yeah.
color. It's so pretty. That's it, right?
And that's it.
Good.
It's a holiday.
No, we have another
not-
kit, though.
We do?
The sweater.
Oh, goodness. I forgot. We have one more kit.
Yep. I'm going to hand these over
My
to
goodness.
Dinah. And
Okay.
we did make a sweater kit. It is color work, right, Dinah?
Right. This is only the knit along.
Right. Yeah, this is right.
So we did make kits for a sweater that dropped. When did it drop? I'm not quite sure. I want to say recently. I could look it up. We didn't print it. Did you print it? I'll
I
pull it
may.
up
I
on
think
my
I did.
phone.
I did print it.
You
I
did?
think, Dinah. Let me go get it. I didn't get
The
it.
name of the spreader,
Right.
the sweater is called Springerle. It's designed by Amy Christoffers.
Here it is.
And the way I came upon it is someone in the comments, we were talking about vanilla sweaters. And thank you so much for all the comments and the suggestions. It was really nice. And one of them was the Felix cardigan. And I'm thinking, Felix, it sounded familiar. I've knit the Felix cardigan when I looked it up. And then I started looking at Amy's sweaters, and I noticed that she designed this one.
It's pretty color work.
So I think it's I think I'm right in saying that it's called the Springerle pullover. It was designed December 2025. So a few weeks ago. Yeah, just a month ago. It's a new drop. Did we make kits as soon as the pattern dropped? No, but that's okay. We have them now. It's a cute sweater. It's a top down. As you can see, it has color work.
And nice. It's a nice sweater because it's a fingering sport weight, so it's a lightweight, and I find that that's easier to wear.
And what inspired me in my recommendation when Pam said, "What should we use?" I'm thinking, I love your earth and sky.
Yes, that's right. That's right. I was wearing that last week.
Yes,
Yep.
and she used the Biche Bouche for the earth and sky pullover, which was designed by SweaterFreak, and we decided to pull kits.
Go ahead, Diana, keep talking.
Okay, someone's at the door. So basically, we made kits. We were thinking of using dyed in the wool. By all means, if you'd like to swap out one of the colors here for color work, you're more than welcome to. But what we did is we stuck to the pattern for this particular design, and again, you can always swap out. So for this one, this is soft green gray, and I'm not sure if you see it. Soft green gray, and then we paired it with these two colors, the dark blue green, and this is the dark I think it's the rose gray. It's rose gray. Now if you look at the sweater or the design, I think Pam, where's the picture? There it is. So it looks like it's got flowers, and then it almost looks like it's got a ribbon in between. You can choose which color you want because it's one skein of each. So if you want to make, for example, the roses or the flowers in this color and the little ribbon underneath, which is the way I would probably do it, you can. But you can switch it up if you'd like. That's a gorgeous kit. Next up, we have this beautiful color.
You did this one, right?
Yes,
Dina?
I did. It's called Medium Peach. And I have to say, it almost looks like a caramel, like a light caramel. It doesn't really look that peach. And we paired that with, again, I probably would do the dark orange for the flowers and this beautiful color for the ribbon that runs through it. Next up, this colorway is called Soft Blue Green. That is the main color. And for the accent color, we have dark blue black paired with light pink, and I'll show you the colors. Again, I likely would do the flowers in the light pink and the ribbon in the, but again, you do you.
Yep.
Okay, this next kit we have, is this dark blue black? This is dark blue black. The print is so small, I have to pull it.
The print is
Yeah.
not even on it.
And then we have this medium blue with the light gray. Now, believe it or not, for this kit, I think I would do the flowers in the silver, the light gray, and I would make the ribbon in the medium blue. This is gorgeous because it's just very
Basic, very basic.
Yeah, it's
blues.
kind of blues.
Yeah.
I love it. Dungarees,
Yeah,
sweater,
jeans, yeah,
jeans.
yeah,
It's
great
got like
pants,
a denim vibe.
Yeah.
Okay, this next colorway here, the main color is soft green gray, which looks like this. And it's definitely gray, and you know how grays have a pink hue or a green hue. This has like a, I don't see the green, but it says soft green gray.
Yeah.
And this is with I think it's light pink violet, which is different than the light
That's
pink.
pretty.
And this is with the dark violet blue.
Like that
So
one.
that's very pretty. And I think same flower and the ribbon.
Love it.
Next up, this kit is fun. The main colorway is a spring green. Love that colorway. And then for the flowers, we did candy. Now again, you could reverse it. There's a good image of the candy. You'll see that it's heathered with pink and like a blue.
That's very pretty.
And then for the ribbon is, what's it called? dark green brown. Again, it's also heathered.
Their names can be confusing sometimes.
Love that.
But
Love that.
as long as the colors are good, right?
Yep. Now, not sure how I would weigh in on this one because I'm not sure how I would knit it. But this is very dark gray, which almost looks black for the main color. And then we have light gray and dark red. So
How
now,
would I do that? I would
Would you
make
make
the
the
flowers
flowers
red,
red?
and I would do
the ribbon gray.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I
But you
would do.
could do
We
the
could do
flowers
anything,
gray.
sure.
Yeah, this one you definitely, I feel like
Yep.
you can go either way. Love this kit. I don't
Diana and
know.
I when we were making the kits, we were looking and looking, and we saw that. We said, "That's it."
I feel like this is like turquoise jewelry, like something about like the Southwest.
Yep.
So this is, I think it's actually called turquoise. It is. The main color is turquoise, and you could see it's like a soft turquoise heather. And this is with the medium peach and the green brown.
Pretty.
And I think I would do it like that.
Mm-hmm.
Love that.
Pretty.
It's getting blown out. Back here, you could probably see the color a little
Yeah.
bit more
It's very
through.
pretty.
It's very pretty.
Yep.
Thank you. Then we have beige as the main color. Dark red and the dark green brown as your ribbon, or vice versa. You do you. But when I'm putting the color on top, I think that would be good as the flower and then the ribbon color.
Darren and I said on this one, we're making a red sweater.
Love this
It's not
one.
really red. It's like
It's a dark red.
Yeah,
It's like a
it's very
dark,
nice. Rouge. They call it.
dark red gray.
Oops, sorry.
It's like a moody red.
I
It's
love
not
that
like a
red.
fire engine
I
red.
love
It's
that
it's a sophisticated red. And I think the whole palette on this is sophisticated. It's got medium gray as the flower with a dark black or dark gray black as the ribbon, or vice versa, depending on how you want to do it. Very pretty.
Nice.
That's a basic. When the colors are basic, it becomes like a very wearable sweater. This one's gorgeous. It's very neutral. This one is the medium gray brown. There's so many varieties. So this is gray brown versus the green brown. The green brown had it more of like an amber. This looks a little bit more muted. And we did this with the light pink and the gray beige. Very pretty. I think for that one I would make the flowers and the pink.
Yep.
And put the lighter color as the ribbon underneath. Okay, this one, I think we just called it medium blue. It's not technically medium blue, but it's not the dark blue. It's not as bright as the medium blue that we showed you earlier, but for this kit, it's called medium blue. And we have that paired with candy and, is it the pink violet? Yeah, the light pink violet.
Yep.
And again, if you look at the candy, you'll see the heather of the pink in there. It's so pretty. Now this is the colorway that Pam used in her Earth and Sky.
It is.
And this is very reminiscent of
That's
her
right,
pink
yeah.
poison. So this, you kind of know how this is going to turn
There
out.
you go.
That's your palette.
My palette.
Next up, we have this dark rose gray, which is so pretty. It looks like almost like a shade of brown here, but there's a pink hue, which is why they're calling it dark rose gray. Wonder if I pull back, you might see it better. Love this kit. This is so sophisticated. Oh, these next two kits. Oh,
They're
my
very
goodness.
similar,
Yes.
but they are.
The burgundy, and this is the light, this is gray beige.
What is the main color that you have? Gray beige?
This one, no.
What is that?
This one is called dark rose gray.
Well, the difference here is this is rose gray. You see the difference.
And this is dark rose gray. So this reads a little more brown or like
Right, taupey.
taupey.
This goes a little more pink.
But the color, accent colors are exactly the same.
There you go.
So pretty. This was very popular. Which kit did we make?
It was one
The
of your
Rosie
sweaters.
sweaters.
It was-
Yeah. And my tersa, very...
What sweater?
Look at how red I am. I'm so hot
what
right
sweater
now.
I'm freezing. What
you
sweater
really?
did you make?
You're so funny.
Well, I opened the door just now and it was cold up.
Oh, maybe that's why. Gotta take that off.
So interestingly, the woman at the door was asking about lessons and a lefty learning to knit and asking if you give lefty knit lessons. So I proceeded to tell her that Joan, who used to work here, she said, "Oh, I know
Left it.
Joan.
Does she really?
Her mother knew Joan.
Oh my goodness.
Her mother."
That's crazy.
And I said, Joan always used to say, and this is true, Joan was a lefty, and she said that she always tries to teach a lefty righty.
Although she knit lefty.
Right. Well, she wishes she had knit righty, though, because she
Yes.
said it would be much easier if you. And there were a lot of people that, we've come across people over the years that are lefty but knit righty,
Yes.
And
technically you're using both hands when you are knitting.
we've even had people that are righties and they learn to knit because a lefty teach them, and they taught them, and they knit, which I find that just blows my mind. You're a righty, but a lefty teaches you when you knit lefty. Isn't that funny? Whatever.
But you really are using both hands. Like
Yep.
I'm trying to teach myself to knit lefty, so that if I'm doing stockinette,
can
I
just
only
go
knit,
back.
knit like it's knit.
Exactly.
Can you do that? Can
Yeah,
you
you
knit
don't
lefty?
have to purl.
Right, exactly.
Exactly. Yeah,
Right.
awesome.
It's like knitting in the round, just only knit, but the direction.
Yep.
It's the way in which you knit, though. Like, when I can
It's
knit.
directional.
It's directional.
Right. It's directional.
Right.
And what Joan used to say is when she wanted to do certain things, like, I don't know, what, an SSK or certain things,
She needed to.
she needed to flip it. And I never realized that whenever it said SSK, she was doing something different because she had to compensate.
Right. But it's interesting because we brought this up a few times. And I know that when lefty knitters have commented, they say they just follow the pattern.
Right.
The way it's written.
Right.
And they do the SSK the way a lefty would
Yeah.
do it, not flip it.
Right.
But when that happens, everything does translate. It's just the inverse. It's like
Right.
sitting in front of a mirror and you see
It's
the
reversed,
opposite.
right.
It's reversed.
Right.
But technically it works out. They're just, instead of going this way,
They're going,
they're
the,
going
other way.
the other way.
The other way.
And it works out.
Right. So anyway.
So maybe you don't really.
There you go.
Maybe Rose didn't need to tweak. I don't think
Joan,
it was.
you mean Joan.
Rose.
Joan.
But I don't think we. I don't think we were referring. Like we weren't talking. She was. I think when she was doing that, she wasn't necessarily doing it for, like raglan shaping. I think
Right.
it had
To
more
do
to
with-
do with designs or
Right.
lace work that she was knitting. But I could be wrong.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I don't know.
we won't know right now.
Unfortunately, we won't know.
Anyway, but and that's it. So we did make quite a few kits. I know that I think we had 15 or 16 kits. 15
I know we
kits.
went for depth this time.
Right. We went deep. But anyway, you
Variety.
really have to. You have to, though. It's so hard just to do a few. What are you
Sometimes
gonna
we
do?
just try to do 6 to 10, but we ended up going more. They were so good.
Exactly,
We couldn't
exactly.
control ourselves.
So you have your choice,
Yeah.
right?
Yes. Thank you for engaging with us. I don't even know.
What?
I've been away.
What?
I'm sure we're not at the mark where we have to do a giveaway. And by the
No,
way,
you're not. You were at. I saw it yesterday.
Oh,
It was at
I'm sure
7, 8-7 is what it was. I think yesterday.
so what do we have? 2 more numbers to hit?
Well, you got
We need to hit-
9, 9,
right.
9, and then
Okay,
then
we're
you're
30 away,
you're at
guys.
the big
Another
10,000.
giveaway.
Yeah,
I know.
getting there
We are. It's
slowly
exciting.
but surely. You know what do they say? Who wins the race? Slow and steady wins the race, right?
It's all good.
It's like the hare and the
We're all winners.
tortoise, right?
Definitely. Anyway, if anyone is interested in doing a test knit or sample knitting, please reach out. I have to say I'm picky, so if I don't, I'll probably look at your Instagram page, your Ravelry pages to see your work, but I'm definitely looking for sample knitters. And not a test knitter for me, but maybe sometimes
Right.
if you're interested in test knits, if I hear of things that are
Testing.
in testing, maybe I could try to shoot you a text. Exactly.
There you go.
And what else?
That's.
Do we have any other questions?
I don't know. Well, I don't know. I don't even remember what we talked about a half an hour ago.
I do know that I had done an Instagram
Post.
live
Oh,
when I was
live.
packing orders.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
showing the new yarn, the ombres. We had a strong. A lot of people wanted the spot sweater, something that I had knit. I had worn it, and people were talking about that. So I'm thinking of putting together a spot knit along. I know Pam does not want to do that.
Not a Zoom class, a knit along. No, I don't want to do this spot.
Right, a Zoom class.
You're talking about a class or a knit along?
A Zoom knit along.
Oh, you said knit along.
Okay. Well,
she means a Zoom. She means a
Zoom,
class.
A Zoom class.
Right.
I know Pam doesn't want to do it, but I might just do it on my own.
Mm-hmm.
So if you are interested, I know that you've all left me comments. I'm going to try to work that into the rotation.
There you go.
But Pam, you were going to come up with some ideas for...
You know, I was on Ravelry today looking at things, and I mean, I have nothing against mohair, but every sweater has mohair in it. And I didn't see, and a lot of them were thick, you know, and these heavy sweaters, I can't wear heavy sweaters. I don't know, I have to look and see.
Okay.
But there was nothing that jumped out at me and said, oh, I have to knit that. But I have to look. I mean, that's...
So...
I know I have to knit a baby sweater. And someone did comment that they wanted...
We should do
baby sweater, right?
We haven't done kits for baby sweaters.
Right.
Would anybody be interested in learning or maybe doing a knit along in a baby, like with the baby sweater? That's another thing.
A knit along on a baby sweater.
On a baby sweater. So in other words, the reason being is some of you are hat knitters, shawl knitter, cowl knitters, but you'd love to knit a sweater. And rather than knitting an adult size sweater, you might want to consider first learning a baby sweater. So if that's something that you'd like to do, please let us know. But Pam and I will try to put baby sweaters into the rotation.
Correct.
I mean, it's not going to be hard now. We're both knitting for babies. You've got great nieces and nephews.
Exactly.
I've got Millie.
People to knit for. It's true. It's
Right.
true. It's true.
And your grandchildren.
Yeah. They're getting bigger now, so those sweaters are going to be bigger.
They don't go as fast.
Exactly. It's a baby sweater. No, I have to make one for my niece. Diana and I were discussing that before we started recording. So.
Right. So stay tuned. Maybe next week because I have to make a new sweater. Yeah, I'm going to start a new one for Millie. So
exactly.
Check out what'll be in the rotation.
Exactly.
I think that's it, Pam.
I think
You've got a hot dinner date.
I know. I've got a date. A meetup. I was going to say something about something now. I can't remember what it was now. Well, I'll remember as soon as we turn off. As soon as we press end, I will remember what it was. But it couldn't have been that important.
It's all good. Thanks again for tuning in.
Happy knitting. Have a great week. Right?
Yeah.
See you next week.
Bye.